This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
I'm here and Liam's here.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Belle, she's pretty sick.
Yeah, Belle's a bit sick. But the boys are in. It's the boys' show. Feels good, doesn't it?
So if you didn't know, Liam and I are the OGs. Belle, so she used to be our producer, and then we threw her a lifeline, and we said,
Yeah.
hey, do you want to come on the show?
Yeah,
and
mate.
she, of course, clambered onto that boat real quick.
Yeah. And, we love her on the boat.
Yeah.
Love her on the boat.
Yep.
But she doesn't have her sea legs yet, so every now and then she gets seasick and she has to have the day off.
Sometimes the boat is more fun when Liam and I can just talk about whatever we want to talk about, and you don't have Belle whinging about like the environment and animals and stuff.
we can eat a steak without judgment, you know what I mean? And sometimes we drive the boat a lot faster, okay?
Yeah.
For holiday accommodation more comfy than your old trackies, jump on the What If app. With hotels, holiday rentals, holiday parks and more, find the perfect fit for holiday you.
Book your getaway on the What If app. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Hey, we got an incredible call from a woman called Jess in Carlton. She was calling through for Nova's first class and 50K and wanted to get in the draw. And, I suppose that doesn't sound like an amazing call. Of course not. It's just someone who wants to win a prize. However, it's actually about her number. Now, Jess didn't want to come on, but we said if we can say your phone number out on air, we'll chuck you in the draw.
Liam and I both had to double take because we couldn't believe Jess's phone number.
And it's a bit of a game we play here because we can see people's phone numbers coming up. If you've called before, we can also see your name on the little screen we have here. And, we're big fans of good numbers. You know when someone says, like, their phone number and you're like, oh, how'd you get that?
Yep.
That's good. It's almost like they've picked it like a license plate. Like, it's so easy to remember. It's, like, personalised.
So we are going to read the number out for the record. Jess said this is okay.
Yeah, and don't call her, though.
Yeah, do the honesty system. Don't call her. But this phone number is incredible, right? Imagine having this for your phone number. 0499 55 77 66.
It's the 557766 for me.
What about the 99?
Oh, jeez, I forgot about the 99.
It is nice. 0499 55 77 66. Everything has its pair.
I mean,
everything's where it should be.
Yeah, but imagine if there's someone out there in Melbourne with 0411223344. I'm like, could you imagine that?
My mind would explode.
No, could you imagine? Because I reckon there is numbers that to me, I'm like, that is an incredible number. But I reckon there would be people out there that have even better numbers. Like they have 0410 007 007.
James Bond number.
Something like that.
I've always liked your number, Liam, 68666.
Yeah. So, there
you
is.
got a lot of sixes
there
in
is.
yours.
Yeah. No need. So, don't read my number out. Because there's a difference if we read my number out.
You think you're better than Jess?
I don't think I'm better than Jess. I just feel like people might call me and be like, "Oh, can I play this song?" Or give me what's the missing word and that sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
All right. Our number is 13 24 10. If you think you have got a cool mobile phone number, we would love for you to give us a buzz, 13 24 10, and we'll put you in the draw for first-class flights to anywhere in the world for you and three mates, and you get $50,000 in your back pocket.
So it's well worth the prize. If you don't have a cool number, we will be able to see. Like I can see some not cool numbers already calling through.
Yeah.
We will be able to see. We're not interested unless it's like a cool number. I don't care if it's like your birthday or something. It needs to be something that universally everyone can go, wow.
Aesthetic. I'm looking for aesthetic numbers.
Yeah, things that would just, all your friends get jacked when they hear it.
13 24 10. Do you have Melbourne's best phone number? We've got another Jess joining us this morning. This one in Sunbury. Good morning, Jess. What is your phone number?
0448 510000.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's the
0000 that I like.
Yeah, it may not be the best, but I think it's pretty good.
4 zeros is tasty.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Have you had that for a long time?
Yeah.
Obviously, honesty system, no one called Jess. That's all I'm saying. And thank you, Jess, for just for calling through. We'll chuck you in the draw for Nova's first class of 50K.
I must be honest though, I like that. That's great.
I think there's better numbers out there.
And so far I prefer Jess original.
Yeah. Phil from North Bowen, tell us, what's your number?
Yes, good morning. How are you?
Very good.
That's good. So my mobile number is 0433 006677.
It's another
It's
double.
the doubles.
Double.
It's the doubles. It's the doubles. Yeah, Phil, it just sounds good to listen to, Phil.
Yeah.
It sounds good. Grace from Healesville, do you think you have an even better phone number than that?
I'd like to think so.
What do you got?
It's 0466447776.
Oh!
It's when you come back to the six.
So you got 3 6s, 3 7s, and 2 4s. That's tasty.
Dana, what do you got? What's that number?
Hi guys, how you doing?
Very good. Go for it.
0400 200 453.
Yeah,
He was good.
400. If you're saying 400, 200 in the middle, it's like easy. I reckon I'll remember your number for the rest of my life now. Like,
We are getting so many of these. David joins us now. We're looking for Melbourne's best phone number. What do you got, David?
0400 500 222. I like to pronounce it 0400 500 222.
Oh, when you said it the second way, so much better.
0400 500 222.
All in the pronunciation.
That is clean.
0400 500 222. It comes out so
It
quickly.
sounds like it's the number for Lubemobile or something. I reckon it's almost like businesses should be paying you, David, so
Wow.
then they can use that for their phone number.
That's my new favourite.
Okay,
That is my
honestly,
new favourite.
We are not getting better than 0400 500 222. However, if you can honestly say that your number is actually better than that, 13 24 10. I mean, you got to tell us. You got to tell us if you believe you have Melbourne's best number.
David's phone number sounds like the Lumobile ad. David will come to you.
Call 0400 500 222. Yeah, like I think the benchmark for the best number ever
Yep.
is 13 13 32.
Yep.
I think we all know that
And you have
because
to say
that's
13.
Yeah, 13. Because, I mean, that's just like in everyone's head. I've never used Lubemobile, but I know how to get them.
If I needed 'em.
If I needed to reach the lube, I'd be able to get onto them pretty quick. Adam in Berwick, we said do not bother calling if your number isn't better than 0400 500 222. What is yours?
0408 000 800.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Now
I
we're
like
talking.
it. I like it.
0408 000 800.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's only
That's real nice.
only 8s and 0s. And obviously a 4 at the start, but that's only 8s and 0s, Adam.
It is, yes.
It's like a barcode or
Were
something.
you blown away when you got that number?
Yeah, yes, I was.
Yeah.
You've won the lottery,
Did
mate.
you get that out of the tin? Like, did you just get that on the back of your SIM card?
No, no, that took a bit of work.
So you actively seeked out that number?
Not that number specifically, but a good number.
How do you do that? What do you mean?
It was a matter of knowing someone who knew someone.
Oh!
You've got an inside person.
What do you mean? You
at
just
like Vodafone.
know someone out in T-Mobile or Optus or Crazy John or something. So, I mean, are you going to spill the beans or is it like
You're
top
playing
secret?
your cards pretty close to your chest.
No, it was a matter of knowing someone in it was Telstra at the time, and they negotiated with the person. They're a very charismatic person, and they negotiated with the call centre operator, and got a good number.
That's awesome,
I didn't
Adam.
realise there was some kind of black market for mobile numbers where someone from Telstra's calling up Adam and going, mate, I got a good one.
Got a good one for
Got a good one, mate. You got to pay premium for this.
How do you feel about 04?
This old lady just died, right? Old lady.
Yeah.
She had this number.
She's not going to use it.
I can get it for you dead cheap, mate.
That is wild. It's like how the other half live, right? Like, you're like,
Yeah.
rich people, they don't pay tax and stuff. They probably all have great phone numbers as well. Like George
Yeah.
Clooney's number is probably 041 or something like, you know what I mean? Like everyone has great numbers and everything's easy.
Carmel in Templestowe joins us now. Good morning. This is getting extremely hard to beat, but what is your mobile phone number?
I'm going to give it a crack. It's actually not mine. It's my sister's, so
Okay.
please don't call it.
Yep.
It's 0402 022 226.
Lot of twos.
Oh, it's a lot of twos.
lot of twos.
Tasty twos.
A lot of tasty twos. Thanks for
Yeah.
that, Carmel. We won't call your sister. I love that number, though. Becky in Cranbourne. What do you got?
Hey guys, I've got 041 00 12344.
Yeah! See, we've gotten away now from lots of the same number.
And now we're into like numbers in succession.
More impressive.
That's more impressive.
04 100-12344.
Okay, last one here. Joel, Point Cook. We've taken a lot of these calls this morning. Obviously, we can't get enough. Do you believe you have Melbourne's best phone number? What is it?
Yeah, mate. So 0414 49 69 69.
Hilarious. Hilarious and memorable.
It's a fun one to finish on.
You know, it's pretty good if you can get a 69 in your number somewhere.
Yeah.
When you can get doubles back to back. Hilarious.
Now we're talking.
I'd go as far as to say you know someone high up at Telstra.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Every morning at this time we do the 610 quiz. Oh, that's a bit cute, Ben. Even though Belle's not here, you've still put mic 3 on, just out of habit.
Out of habit, yeah, I do
That's
put
sweet.
a mic on.
It's like pouring one out for one of your homies. If one of them's sick, you still leave their mic on. Jess in Burnley. That's my neck of the woods. A great area, isn't it?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, good stuff. Might see you at the dog park sometime soon,
Yeah.
Do you have a dog?
Don't have a dog, but
Yeah.
That'd be weird then,
Yeah,
Jess.
weird if you're hanging around. I'll call the police. Okay, well, let's kick into it. The AFL season is obviously starting tonight. Carlton and Richmond playing at the MCG. Who do you think will win the flag this year?
Richmond.
Yeah. You going to be heading in tonight, Jess?
Not tonight.
Okay.
They reckon upwards of 90,000, and then tomorrow night's game, they reckon they're going to get up to 95,000.
Jeez, that's a lot. Hey, Jenna Ortega has been blasted by a TV producer as being toxic. What hit Netflix show is she the star of?
Wednesday.
Very well done. Quentin Tarantino has announced he will start working on his final ever film. His film series with Uma Thurman is Kill Who?
Oh.
Famous movie, Kill.
Something.
Finish that
Bill.
title.
Kill Bill. You've done it. Jeez, you're on a roll this morning, Jess. Kit Kat and Milky Bar have teamed up for a brand new chocolate bar. What a dream. What is the Kit Kat slogan?
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
That's good. I wouldn't have got that.
That's excellent. My Chemical Romance are playing tonight at Rod Laver Arena, just down the road from you, Jess. Can you finish these lyrics?
I might actually go to the middle of the songs.
No, I thought we were going to get Jess to sing the entire song. do you know what bit would come up after that? Just out of interest.
Oh, not sure.
Yeah, no.
Should I try from the middle?
Yeah, why not? Why not try from the middle?
When I was...
Do you know what the next bit is, Jess?
A young boy.
It's almost enough time to Google the lyrics, but yeah, I'm assuming you didn't hang out with the kids with long fringes in high school. You never been welcome in the Black Parade. But yes, Jess, very well done. Yes, it was a young boy. My father took me into the city. Okay, well, you do get to play the next song. You get to pick the next song we play. You're also in the draw for Nova's First Class and 50K.
Yeah, now, Belle has been pushing Gwen Stefani, but Belle's not here because she's off sick, so I'm thinking option 1 is Chumbawamba.
That's one of Ben's favourite songs, Jess. To be fair, I think we did play it on Friday.
We've played it pretty recently.
Probably played it about 8 times this year. I tell you, one thing we haven't heard on radio for almost 20 years, that'd be Paralyzer. Finger 11, one that Belle's been staunchly against. What do you think, Jess?
I think the first one.
Oh, keeping in mind, we did just play that one on Friday, as I said.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's mix it up then.
Finger 11?
Yeah.
Good on you. I feel like we had to twist your arm. Oh, yeah. Finger 11 on Nova 100. Rare to hear it. Throwing things back to 2007. Hell of a lot of chin straps in that Canadian rock band.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. chin strap heavy.
2007 was a chin strap heavy era.
Yeah, well, wasn't it? And a lot of flavour savers down there, just in the middle of the chin.
Yeah. There is no flavour savers or chin straps here in the studio this morning, but you have just got Ben and Lee, and Belle is off sick with a migraine on Nova 100. Today's weather going to be a top of 28 degrees, Melbourne.
And Belle does a great job at sort of reining things in normally. We tend to get a little carried away with ourselves often, Ben. And, there's lots of little games we play in the office to just, pass the days. One of them being when we sneak up behind each other and pretend to kill each other.
Yep.
It's
more of an off-air game.
It's an off-air game. It's not very fun on air. Obviously, can't really hear what's happening. But, like Ben will go to the toilet, they'll camo roll out of another door and jump up and pretend to shoot him or whatever.
Liam will go down to his car in the car park to leave for work, and I'll run down the staircase, beat him to his car, and I'll be hiding behind his car. And then as he opens it, I'll jump out, kill him. And
it's fun stuff like that brings us closer together.
Yep.
Quite often we'll do it at traffic lights and that sort of stuff because, we're normally coming to work and leaving at similar times.
Yep.
What car do you drive again, Ben?
Kia Rio.
It's Kia Rio, isn't it? Yeah, it's a sort of dark grey Kia Rio.
Yep.
Looks a bit like this car, doesn't it? That dark grey.
Oh, no, it's a Ford, Liam.
It's a Ford Focus. It's a dark grey one.
Similar. I can see why you've made the mistake, but it's a mistake.
Similar vehicle.
No.
Well, I saw that.
Was this yesterday?
This was yesterday,
Oh, because we left at the same time, but you got caught up at the boom gate, so I must have got far enough away.
Yeah, and then I saw the grey car and thought, this was sort of 10 minutes out, and I'm like, I'm going to get him real bad. And so I've snuck up with my mime Uzi, which is just my hand, so I've just pulled up at the lights and opened the window, and I was already doing it, it was just this mother of two, just looking at me like
horrifying.
She would have been so scared, why is that guy mime killing me? And I was like. Then I was trying to sort of voice, I'm sorry.
This Uzi isn't real.
It's not. It's just a hand. It's a game I play with my friend. We actually do a show together. Did you want to listen to the podcast? But just the arrow was already green, and I didn't get a chance to explain. She'd probably already called Crime Stoppers or something to put a warning out of the guy in the white Volkswagen.
Oh God, that poor woman.
Belle's off sick, which means it's a boys' show.
Just like the old days, Liam. We love having Belle around, obviously. If you didn't know, we'll fill you in. So Belle used to be our producer for many years. Liam and I started in radio 10 years ago together. And she jumped on board. She was a fan of the show. She used to listen. And
she'll come on and be like, no, I wasn't.
Yeah.
But you have things called listener parties every now and then where we're like, hey, guys, come do this thing. Come meet us. And,
Yeah.
And she was at one.
Yeah.
And our argument would be, why were you at that if you didn't listen to the show?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So she started working with us, was it 6 years ago now?
Yeah, going back a bit.
So the start of this year was when she came on air with us.
And obviously, she's been doing a great job. And when she's sick, you're like, oh, no, Belle, I hope you're okay. Hope you're feeling well. But also in the back of your head, you're going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just good to just... let the dogs run a little bit every now and then.
It feels a little bit like when your partner's away. You can be a bit more yourself.
Very much like that. Pizza for breakfast, kind of whatever. There's a bit more burping going on in the studio. Why not?
And great for her. Belle's always super I don't horse racing. I don't like horse racing. Oh, I don't, adopt a sick cat. Don't get a bred one.
You can't eat that. No.
Yeah. I got in trouble once because I popped to the shops after the show finished to get some stuff for home. I came back with some Jif cream, and she yelled at me. She said it's bad for the environment. What?
She got up me once at my place because I threw a yogurt out without rinsing it. And she's like,
What?
to recycle it, you got to rinse it.
Oh, come on, just a bit of yogurt.
If the machine can't recycle it with a bit of yogurt on it, then I don't have much trust in the system.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it even doing any recycling, or are they just chucking it all in the same bin?
What we were thinking this morning is, while Belle's away, 13, 24, 10, you can say something behind Belle's back.
Just something that normally wouldn't fly on the show.
Yep.
So if you just want to confess something sort of, I don't know, maybe you're not particularly looking after the environment.
Yep.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Just 13, 24, 10 is the number.
If there's ever been a thought that you thought, I can't say that because Belle's on the show, she might get angry at me.
Belle get angry at me. Yeah. Now this would be your opportunity because she's not sick all the time. I went to that Uniqlo place on the weekend. We didn't have one of them in Adelaide.
Uniqlo.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Uniqlo.
Guys, you can't roast me. I only went to the... Is everyone laughing at me?
Yeah, people were laughing at me.
Ash Gardner, are you in the newsroom? Are you laughing at me?
Yeah, look, having a little bit of a laugh at your expense.
He said
not
it
gonna
wrong.
lie.
He said it wrong, didn't
Okay,
he?
well, as
It
I
was
said,
like unique, Lo.
Unique Glow.
well, I've
yeah.
only been for the first time, Ash, so I didn't know what it was called. I'd never even heard someone say it before.
Hang on, so why wouldn't Belle like that?
Pretty sure it's fast fashion, right, Ash?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But great
Yeah.
fast fashion.
Oh, it's like $20.
Yeah,
Like, you
it's
kidding
awesome.
me? Like, I know it's like
And
all
see,
unethical, but
if Belle
I'll
was
buy all
here-
those clothes. I'll probably chuck them away in a couple of months, buy some new ones.
If Belle
You know?
was here, she'd done a big harumph.
She'd be off me. She'd honestly not talk to me. She's you should be going to Vinnie's or Salvo's or, doing second-hand stuff.
Sarah in Churnside Park joins us now. Good morning. Go for it. Say something behind Belle's back.
So I know Belle is a vegetarian, but I made the best beef ragu last night. It was literally falling off the bone. Just divine. And I'm sure that will probably make her dry reach the thought of it falling apart as it hits my fork. But so good.
Just a
You're missing out.
That
big
is
bloody ragu, eh?
amazing, Sarah.
Yes, she wouldn't enjoy the ragu, but I mean, I'm hearing that. That's made me. You know what?
Yeah.
We might go out and get one for breakfast.
Daniel joins us now. Good morning, Daniel. What would you like to say behind Belle's back?
Lads, she's really not there, right? Really not there.
No, she's
I've got
gone.
a great-
She's totally gone.
100% gone.
I got a great tip for you. Race 1 at Pakenham.
She wouldn't enjoy that.
Whoa, so I would say one of the things that gets Belle fired up more than most, and for a lot of people it does, but is racing.
Yeah.
So if anyone ever tried to come on to give us a tip, she would shut that down so quick.
But you know what, Daniel? Definitely not here. Having a sick day, so this is one of those rare opportunities where you can let one out of the bag.
What's your tip, mate?
It's pink and black. It's unbackable.
Yeah, righto.
Great to get that on.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Gamble
Obviously,
responsibly.
gamble responsibly.
Of course. Belle was normally the one who says that, so that's us saying that now. Sophia in Sydenham, tell us. You got something to say while Belle's not here.
Yeah, I reckon Belle should cut the hair. I reckon a new hairstyle.
Hang on, what?
You think Belle should get a new haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
a little bit sheepish.
I quite like her hair. What's wrong with it? You don't think it's in fashion, do you,
Yeah.
Sophia?
No, I love her, but I reckon it's just time for a new change.
Would you go longer or shorter or colour?
Probably shorter.
Shorter.
Like a
Interesting.
pixie
Yeah.
cut, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Pixie cut.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. All right,
Come on.
Sophia. Yeah, well, cheers for that.
Well, look, because you were brave enough to come on and say Belle should get a new haircut.
Yeah, we were more saying things that Belle doesn't like. I suppose she also wouldn't like to hear someone saying, oh, yeah, get a
I
haircut.
don't think she would like to hear that at all. We will reward you, though, with a double pass to 65 or 65 from the writers of A Quiet Place. It's an amazing movie. Comes the action sci-fi thriller 65, only in cinemas right now. That was a little bit risky.
Was risky business. Hopefully she doesn't listen to the podcast later on. Otherwise, she might have another day off tomorrow. But not us. Never had a sick day. 10
Never
years,
had a
guys.
sick day.
Well, look at you, little superstar, Ben. If you open the paper in the Herald Sun, Ben's done footy tips.
Yeah, I feel out of my depth. I saw it this morning, so they asked me, hey, do you want to do footy tips? And I was like, yeah, I love footy, of course. And then I was reading it, and there was just a lot of big-name, actual AFL pundits and journalists, and I feel very like I shouldn't be next to any of those names.
If you're opening it up, you're going with what Mick Malthouse reckons, not what Ben from Nova reckons. So, you know what I mean? Like no one's going for your tips.
If you do see my tips, you'll notice I'm always going to pick Port Adelaide. Like even if I don't think they're going to win, I still have to pick them.
It's good to tip with your heart sometimes.
Because if I don't pick them, then I think I'll jinx them.
Yeah. Well, who have you gone? The big game tonight, the AFL kicking off. They're expecting like 95,000 fans now, something like it's crazy. You've obviously got Richmond. You've got Carlton. Who did you go, Ben?
Well, Richmond were the favourites. They were like 70% the favourites over Carlton, but I reckon Carlton are going to get up. I reckon they're the Smokies this year. Well, they're not even Smokies. I reckon they're genuine contenders, and I reckon they're going to have a bit of fire in the belly.
Well, you can see Ben's tips every Thursday in the Herald Sun. Don't forget to register for tips.com.au. Tomorrow, it's St. Patty's Day. To be sure.
Big day for you, Liam. You got a bit Irish in you?
Yeah, there's green blood running through these veins. I'm actually going to stay with family in a couple of weeks back in Ireland. It's just a day for every Australian to just basically go to a pub, right, and maybe try on a Guinness if that's something that you don't usually drink.
We also thought it was a good reason to do a bit of a show challenge. We're going to put 24 hours on the clock. It's going to be a race between myself, Liam, and Belle. She's obviously going to have to work from home. But it is going to be a challenge to see who can get the most famous Irish person on this show.
And look, we'd be lying if we were saying we're going to be doing all the heavy lifting by ourselves. I mean, the way these things work in radio is there's a producing team that works very hard behind the scenes. We can introduce them now, actually. Producer Andy, g'day. How you doing? Yeah, you normally sit in the studio, so your voice is on sometimes. So we've also got producer Brody.
Hello, everyone.
And producer Tom.
Good morning.
So, guys, I mean, as far as like chasing people goes, I mean, Brody, you're supposed to be like the interview guy, right? Like that's kind of part of your role of getting interviews.
It is.
It is. And Andy, you love the chase.
Love the chase.
Tom, how do you feel about getting people? That's kind of not your bit, right?
I'm really nervous about this one.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, 24 hours is not a lot of time, especially like there's only a select few Irish people. I think everyone's obviously looking for you two. I think that would be the biggest, or Conor McGregor. I think that would be the biggest names.
We have once played this game before. It was for Father's Day, same premise. And for me, I think Andy is the goat of this game.
Well, Andy, yeah.
When we played this game in the past for Father's Day, Andy managed to track down and get on the show Sia's dad.
Yeah.
Like actual megastar Sia, he got Sia's dad on the show.
It's a bit of a weirdo as well, wasn't he?
He was weird,
dad.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's a very famous dad to track down in that time.
If Andy was able to get Sia's dad, I'm very excited to see what kind of Irish person he can get.
Let's have a look. So, Ben, I'll spin for you first. Yep. We'll see who you end up with. I'll see all the producers' names are on this wheel.
Yep.
You'll be working with... Okay, your boyfriend, your favourite.
Love that.
Producer Andy.
Love that.
My name goes next in the show credits, so I think I'll spin.
Mm-hmm.
I'll either get you, Tom, or you, Brody. Great, the least confident person, Tom.
Sorry.
No,
Liam.
mate. You and I together, I think we're a driving force. We'll get on some emails and we'll work some stuff out. We'll hash it out, and by this time tomorrow, who knows? Sinead O'Connor might be joining us. Okay.
That would mean...
No, we can't. We've got to let the wheel spin.
Okay.
Okay, Brody, you're working with Belle. Does that sound good?
Number 1 seed.
You are kind of working by yourself because Belle was on sick, so good luck.
Any sort of like rough ideas so far, Brody? Like any avenues?
I'm thinking Andy Murray.
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be good.
Also from Scotland.
All right, your team's doomed.
wrong country.
All right, I am going to start the timer now. We have got 24 hours. This time tomorrow, there will be a famous Irish person for St. Paddy's Day on this program. Watch this space.
Get excited, Melbourne.
What's trending?
Footy is back, and I, for one, am very excited. Tigers take on Carlton tonight at the MCG. 90,000 are expected to rock up to this game. I'm going to go to the game, even though I don't care for either team, but I just want to be there for the atmosphere.
It's sort of isn't it one of those things when you feel like you hear about more people going, like, well, I want to be amongst it.
I want to go to that. Yeah. And then tomorrow night at the Geelong vs Collingwood game, upwards of 95,000 people.
I always love how there's so much stuff going on in Melbourne. Like tonight, you've got all the Tigers fans, the Carlton fans heading to the G, and then like next door at Rod Laver, it's all the mime fans, and then they're all going to spill out at the same time, being like, "Get away from me! I'm not okay."
And imagine, right? You're having a beer at the pub. You're in Richmond. You look over the bar and you see Zac Efron having a froth dog. Well, that is exactly what happened yesterday. Efron is in Richmond filming his new movie, Ricky Stenicki, at the Royston Hotel.
If you head there now, I'm pretty sure they're done with the scenes. Like, I know there's a lot of Efron fans.
Yep, but you could sniff the bar stool he was sitting on.
You could do that, yep. I'm sure he probably, he might have gone to IKEA. He was pretty close to Vic Gardens, so who knows? If you're still hanging around that area, he might be there.
Liam, do you like Django Unchained?
Love Django Unchained.
Do you like Inglourious Bastards?
Loved it.
Do you like Pulp Fiction?
Probably the best, Tarantino.
Well, I got bad news for you because Quentin Tarantino, famous writer and director, is calling it quits. He's currently creating his 10th, I believe, and final film, and that's going to be released next year.
Yeah, I think that was the thing. That was the Tarantino thing, right? Like, he always said, right, I'm going to make 10 movies, then after that, I'm done. Do you think he feels like he wasted a couple?
Which ones?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Could have gone without that.
Yeah, is it The Hateful Eight? Very long.
That's Jackie Brown probably could have gone without. You know what I mean? Like, there's at least 2 or 3 that he could have gone without making. Yeah. And then, if we had more like Reservoir Dogs and that sort of stuff, I think everyone would be happy.
The 2023 Toyota AFL Premiership season is here. Go to tickets.afl. Ben, Liam and Belle's AFL Fan Frenzy.
I'm looking for a team. Sort of grew up sort of in a semi-Crows family, but we were pretty flimsy. Parents are, from overseas. Grew up being a soccer sort of family. Ben, you're a big Port Adelaide guy.
Love Port Adelaide. Understand that'll probably make a lot of enemies for me in this state. But Liam, you need your own club. Who can you die for?
And I mean, even tonight, obviously a massive game at the G, Carlton, Richmond. Maybe one of those teams. Maybe I'll be rooting for one of those teams. Laurie in Doncaster, if you can convince me to go for the Blues, you'll score yourself $1,000 just for coming on, already 250. So why should I support them? Why are they so good?
Okay, it's very simple. So they are the up-and-coming team. They've got a lot of youngsters that have come through.
Mm-hmm.
They're a fantastic mix of experienced and young players. You know what? Everybody looks hot in navy blue. So I think that's just a no-brainer. You would elevate your hotness in that navy blue. Think about all the amazing Carlton families, like the Silvanis. There's tradition there. Grandpa played, Dad played,
Yeah.
Jack plays.
Liam's eyes lit up when you said he'd look more attractive in navy blue, and his eyes lit up
100%,
when you mentioned
Liam.
legacy as well.
Laurie, can I just... So you listen to Nova 100, right?
Absolutely.
Because obviously, Brendan Favola's, on another station. But you still listen to Nova, even though you're a big Blues guy? Girl?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Fev. I've tried to listen to you, but I keep coming back to Nova. But if you make the switch to Nova, Fev, I'll listen.
You don't bleed blue, you bleed red.
Yeah,
I like
you know what,
No.
Laurie? I tell you what, you're winning me over quite a lot here. You're saying a lot of things that are music to my ears this morning. Well, thank you, Laurie. I mean, you've made it, honestly, a really good case for Carlton there. But maybe Isabella in Elwood will convince me to be a Richmond fan. Tigerland. I mean, they've had some pretty big games. I actually saw them. I saw them win. I saw them win a flag. I went as a neutral in 2019. I know, very lucky of me. I had a mate who was playing AFL at the time, and he could, you could buy tickets through them because I think they get 2 tickets offered to them. So I saw them absolutely crunch GWS, and then I was out on Punt Road after, because obviously everyone just spilled right out into the streets of Richmond, and it was an incredible night.
Well, that's why Liam is kind of liking the Tigers. Isabella, why do you think Liam should go for the Tigers?
Well, it's very simple. Liam, you're very excited to be an uncle to Ben's little baby.
Yes.
Yeah, a
Now,
godfather.
what year was the baby conceived in terms of Lunar New Year?
You look like you stumped him. I'm assuming
The
it'd be...
year of the tiger.
And ironically, that was the song that the baby was conceived to.
Yes.
Well, it's just there you go.
Yes.
So it's the only right thing to do.
A word in tiger.
In honour of them, go for the time.
After Richmond pumped Port Adelaide last season, Ben and his wife sort of they're drowning their sorrows,
Well,
and then.
Yeah, Isabella, you made a great point there. And just from coming on, you got yourself $250. Congratulations.
Oh, beauty. Thank you very much.
No worries at all. And if Liam chooses to go for the Tigers, you get yourself $1,000.
Yeah, I'm also living in the area of Richmond, so I'm sort of feeling like that could. I mean, I feel like it'd be the obvious choice for me. You know.
You know what? I think Laurie made a great case for Carlton. And so tonight's big game, I actually tipped Carlton because I reckon they're feeling good about this year. They got a good squad. They're definitely going to make the top 8. If they don't, it'll be a disappointment.
The 2023 Toyota AFL Premiership season is here. You can go to tickets.afl for them. Do I even just put it on if I can narrow it down to these 2 teams? Just whoever wins tonight gets me.
Who's left? Is there any 2 teams that haven't?
That's it.
That's it?
Everyone's had their say now. Everyone's had their pitch. But I'm feeling pretty good about these 2 teams, I must admit.
I don't mind that. I don't mind whoever wins
it's
tonight.
Sort of impress me, boys. Impress me. Whoever wins tonight, I'll be a big supporter of.
This is George Ezra. Whoa. Whoa.
Sorry, what was his name there, mate? George Ezra.
George Ezra. I'm going to do that again. This... Why is it not working? Hang on. Oh my God.
Everything falls apart when Belle's not here.
Here we go. This is George Ezra. Green grass.
3rd time lucky. Don't know why she's Laurie's decided to listen to us instead of the other station, but she has. I'll appreciate it.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.